So these are the amplifiers that I chose to go with for 2023 for my system. Got a single subwoofer in there that's going to be running both of these amplifiers. I'm going to get them installed today in this video. Get some clamp numbers, find kind of true world power coming out of these on music, as well as I want to find out what my SPL score is. So you got to stay tuned. The SoundQubed Q6000s. I've previously ran the Q4500s and the Q2200s, so I'm looking forward to showing how these do in my system for this year. You got to stay tuned. So let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so here's the amplifiers. I kind of took them out of the packaging, get a little closer view before I get them installed. So shout out to Sky High Cardio. You saved me a couple bucks with the discount code JacobViral. If anybody ever shops there at Sky High Cardio, check out the link in the description for all the details of the amplifier. And feel free to use the code if you want to save some money. This amplifier is really powerful. My goal was to run 2 of these amplifiers, not these, but I was looking around a 4,500 watt to 5,000 watt RMS amplifier that was half bridge Korean made, that was strappable, so I was able to strap them together, and I decided to pull the trigger and just go with a little bit more power. So 6,000 watts times 2. These are going to be wired at half ohm on my single sub. I'll show you the build in there as well, and I'm going to get this thing tuned on the video and get it installed. So if you have any questions, definitely check out the links in the description from Sky High and SoundQubed. Shout out to y'all. Really nice job with your products. I ran your products for a few years on and off, so doing a really good job for making me to choose these as a product. So shout out to y'all. Did a really good job. So here's the specs. I'm not going to talk too much on it. We'll open the box, kind of show y'all what it looks like inside. It's just generic double box. I like that they have a quality check that's certified to make sure everything was good and passed the QC checkpoint before it gets to the customer, me. And it has a base knob that has a clipping meter in it, which, of course, anybody that has an amplifier, you always want to keep clean signal to your subs to not blow them. So I'll be able to get those installed as well. But not going to go through all of that. Nice little beauty shot so y'all can see how it looks on both sides. Dual 0 gauge inputs on the amplifier as well, and some 8 to 10 gauge for the wire outputs. I appreciate y'all always watching my videos, daily cardio videos every day. I got a lot more videos to come, so you got to stay tuned. And I try to do a couple of system update videos each year as I change it up. So I went from a previous 418 subwoofer build to now single sub. So let's go ahead and show you the inside of how the box looks, but then we'll get these things installed. All right, so here's the single sub box. Previous videos I already made, me building this. This is all scrap wood from my walled system. So all of this that you see was basically scrap from my previous system. It is, yes, 2x6 is like 90% of the box. And then I added an extra base bracing layer here for the front baffle of the port. The port is now opened up a good bit just because I want it to be tuned a little higher. It was peaking in the 30 hertz range, and I'm trying to peak in the 40s. And it's a single Phi Neo 4.7 18-inch subwoofer and a 5.2 to 1 ratio 4th order. So the sealed section's 2.65 sealed net. The ported section is like 14.6 sealed or ported on the ported section. Right now the box is tuned when it's peaking. If I remember right, it's around 43, 44 hertz range is where it's peaking at. So my goal is to play musically in the mid 20 hertz range up into the 45 to 50 hertz range, and hopefully break a 158 dB today when I do the burp with those amps. I don't know what it's going to be, but we're going to find out at the end of the video. So that's enough of that. Check out the links in the description for the videos of me building this box. And since the last video, I added in a couple extra layers of my scrap wood here, 2 of the little roof braces, and some internal box bracings. Open the port up. Besides that, that's the update for the single sub. Not the prettiest by no means, but it works for me and it gets the job done, and it's going to be pretty loud. So let's go ahead and get these amplifiers installed now. So here's the bottom platform of my previous walled system. I have 100 amp hours of lithium LiFePO on a 410 amp alternator, and I'm going to be installing them staged right here next to the battery bank. I only have my 2 front seats, and I actually have an anchor point to screw everything down to that is actually on the floor platform I kept from my walled system. So bottom platform, top amp will be my master, and then my slave amp will be at the bottom amplifier. Gonna go ahead and wire this up. All right, first amp, the slave amp, is wired up. Now let's go ahead and put the master amp in. All right, so I got the master amp and the slave amp both wired up. Not the cleanest, but it is safe, and it's going to turn out pretty good. We'll go ahead and tune it now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and tune the amplifier. I'll do the gain last. Subsonic, I usually like to do half an octave below my tuning, but I am doing a 4th order enclosure, so I'm going to tune it at the 9 o'clock mark, which is right around the 20 20 hertz. Subsonic will cut off lower frequencies below that with a minus 12 to 18 dB slope. Bass boost, I'm actually going to keep off. I don't want to have any kind of additional clipping or boost to my bass because I'm going to tune it to a clean signal when I do the gain. And then lastly, the LPF. Usually I set this around the 11 to 12 o'clock mark because I like to set it around 80 to 100 hertz. And then I also have the head unit, of course, when I tune that. So I'll just set it around the 11 o'clock mark for now. And I'm running 2 amplifiers. I have 2 of the Q6000s. And I have them strapped, so I have the strap main on this one connected, and then this one's on strapped for the slave amp on the bottom. And of course, my main amplifier has my RCAs installed, and no RCAs needed for my slave amp on the bottom. Don't have to worry about any of the settings on the bottom amp because it is actually strapped. So one amplifier is your master, which controls your components of both. So now let me go ahead and tune my gain. Before I tune the gain, I figured I'd explain it with a manual kind of understanding why I'm strapping amplifiers. So I have a dual 2 ohm amplifier. I'm going to be running down to 1 ohm. And if I ran one amplifier, it would be at 1 ohm. If I ran 2 amplifiers strapped at 1 ohm, it would drop my impedance to half ohm. Usually when you see amplifiers, it says must be 2 ohms or above. So what that means is it's increasing in parallel up to 2 ohm instead of a 1 ohm because it's using both amplifiers instead of just one. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to be running my subwoofer, jumping my negatives across both amps, and then running my negative speaker to my slave amp and my positive speaker wire to my positive of my master main amp, which is the top amplifier. And then of course everything else has already been wired up. Pretty self-explanatory. There's a lot of giveaway, a lot of videos online, YouTube and all to watch on those. Actually, my second channel, JacobViral 2, I recommend checking out. Link in the description if you want to see a lot of how-to DIYs, other demo videos, and more system updates of my system. But that's how slave and master works for strapping amplifiers. Here we go. Let's set the gain. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set my volume to 30. I like to clip at volume 30 on my Kidwood, and I'm going to turn my bass knob all the way up. First turn on was good. Now let's go tune the gain. So I got my vehicle on. Amps turned on, no issues. I've got my SMD here, 40 hertz detect. I'm going to go ahead and turn up my gain until it starts clipping. So I have it at a -5 40 hertz tone, and we'll see when it clips. And you also can see the amplifier clip at the same time. As I turn the gain up, you'll see the distortion here. Here we go. Just a little less. I heard a little bit of a sound. And my gain is set. There we go. Right, so I've got my meter on the glass. I'm going to go ahead and play it at volume 28. I tuned it to 30 volume on my head unit. I'll play at volume 28, so 2 clicks for max, and keep it clean signal. I've got my clamp meter here. This is going to measure my amperage. This is going to measure my voltage, the multimeter, and then this is going to measure my SPL on the glass. And we'll see. This is ran on my 8-gauge wire going straight to one of the master amp, and then this number will be divided by 2. So when we multiply those 2 numbers, divided by 2 will be the power per amplifier, and then we'll divide the numbers to see impedance. Keep in mind, it is a little cold out, and the voltage is probably going to be struggling. I'll try to watch it while I do it, but I only got 1 recorder, but it's probably going to drop into the high 11s or low 12s, my guess, full tilt. But here we go. We'll see how it does. This is a quick snapshot of the results from the quick burp test that I was testing out. Anything over 156 dB in the 7,000 watt range of clamped power, the amplifier was going into protect because of my voltage was dropping into the 11 volt range, which is dangerous. I don't want to test it anymore after I saw that, so I turned it down a little bit for another test. But that's the results. 52 dB plus with 3,000 watts, around 7,700 watts for a 56 dB plus. Do not know what my official score is going to be when I get the full power burp test in there. It was kind of stalling, and I had a little bit of jittering time where the amplifiers for some reason were putting out the clamped and voltage meter readings, but there was no power going to the sub to play the output. I don't know why, but I'm excited to see where this gets when I get my electrical right. My LiFePo lithium was in the cold weather, so it wasn't liking the amount of power strain to it. 156 dB plus it looks like I got right out the gate. When I burped it, my amp was going in protect because of my voltage is dropping into the 11 volt range. So I definitely need to learn my limits. Didn't even turn it up all the way, and of course it's got more in it. Hopefully I can get this box fine-tuned, adjust the ports once I get my electrical right, and see what kind of numbers I get out of it. Stay tuned on the second channel. And as well as shout out to Sky High Cardio, discount code JacobViral if y'all ever shop there, and links in the description for all the information about these amplifiers. Really impressed with the numbers. Wasn't expecting a 56 dB right out the gate. My goal is a 56 or 58 to 59 dB, maybe even a 160 once I get my electrical right and my fine tuning on the box. But happy to see the results. Shout out to SoundQubed and Sky High Cardio. Really good job with the amplifiers, and only have around 80 amp hours of electrical lithium LiFePo going to the system, as well as a 400 amp alternator, probably around 320 to the system. I really need 2 alternators and maybe an extra 40 to 60 amp hours of LiFePo to support this. Some people would say run it in the 15 volt range, upgrade alternators, and go with another type of lithium, but I'm happy with what it is. Keep my budget where it is, and we'll see where we go with it. JacobViral 2, my second channel. If you want to watch more videos to come, I'm going to be doing some more discussions, deep diving in, fine-tuning the box. And that's how it's looking so far. I got some more bracing to do, but pretty crazy scrap wood box to turn into a pretty loud single sub box build. High 50s on music is the goal, and we'll see where we go from there. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching, everybody, as well as thank you channel supporters. If you want to become a channel supporter, check out the links in the description to show support, as well as thank you everybody for supporting the channel. Also, if you haven't already, use discount code JacobViral when you shop at Sky High Cardio, Explicit Audio, and others. And also, if you haven't already, check me out. I am on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, as you are seeing here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. And subscribe. Stay tuned for more daily videos, and I'll see y'all in the next one.